Second Timothy.
What does the scripture say?
But when Peter came, turn the camera back on. Since y'all want to talk like that. But when Peter came to Antioch, I withstood him to the face. It's Galatians 11. I withstood him because he was to be blamed. For before the certain came from James, he did eat with the Gentiles. But when they was come, he withdrew and separated himself, fearing them that were circumcised.
That's the same men. It's the same thing as talking about men and Gentiles.
Common and unclean.
Common and unclean.
That's why Peter rejoiced.
No.
Listen. That's why he said, call no man. Unclean. That's why Peter stepped.
Paul was a Jew too.
He don't get it, bro. He don't get it.
Yeah, because you know why? People that look like him is telling him what something means. He don't respect us to have the knowledge of the Bible.
Hey, if we were some crackers, we would listen.
Let me tell you.
Hey, you ain't going to no college class and talk.
Let me tell y'all like that. I respect all y'all for being here.
You don't.
For being here.
Respect us.
But y'all ain't hearing what the Bible says.
That's what Esau called him.
Tell me this then. So hold on. Let me.
The unbeliever.
Okay.
That's what it was. It was the Gentiles.
The Gentiles?
All they was. It was the people that didn't believe they came to Christ.
What does the word Gentile mean? What does the word Gentile mean?
Gentile means non-believer.
No, it don't.
No, it's not.
No, so
Where does
what
it come from? Where does the word Gentile even come from? Where does it come from? What language was it in? What language was it in? What language is it in?
Jesus?
No, I do not.
Because you know what? Jesus' name wasn't Jesus.
Exactly.
So why do you just ask me that I believe in Jesus? What does the word Jesus mean?
It ain't that easy. Emmanuel.
Okay,
They have J's and he.
Of course, it come into the 1700s.
we know that.
We know this. So when you say
you blocking the camera, bro.
He is the Son of God, though. He is the Messiah.
we know that. We know that, man.
And guess what? The Jewish believers
We have the real name.
kill him. That's true.
What you said?
Jewish believers did kill him.
Jewish believers did kill him.
Pharisees.
They offered him up. They offered him up.
Are you a Jew?
Hey.
Are you a Jew?
I'm black. I'm not for America.
All right.
Hey, you got zeal. Hey, you got zeal. You got zeal. But you know what? You're smoking them cigarettes. You pollute your body with them cigarettes.
Hey, guess what?
Give me Romans. You gotta stop doing that.
10.
Give me Romans 10. That's not an excuse. The Lord said you're not supposed to tempt the Lord thy God. Give me Romans 10.
Now, I'm doing wrong. I'm not right about that. I'm not right.
Well, that's why you can't hear what we're saying, because you come on. We making yourself uncomfortable.
It's somebody in the circle that's doing something they ain't got no business doing. I bet you that.
Read Romans 10.
Well, it says we all.
This is Romans chapter 10.
Hey, the Lord didn't give you a license to sin. We know that smoking is not right. We know that you're not supposed to destroy your temple, man.
Committing adultery. Eat of pork. Eat of shrimp. Eat of lobster.
That's why you can't get it, because the Lord said he will not dwell.
Wisdom should not deal in the malicious soul, man.
Romans 10. This is Romans chapter 10. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the power for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the power,
zeal,
but not according to knowledge.
But you don't know this.
You got passion for it.
The scripture says you do.
If you give me a chance, you take these kids away from us, I'll break you down. And I'm going to move here in December. I got you. Whenever you want to. My number 414. Well, listen, anytime you want to talk about the Bible, go.
We talking about scripture.
Scripture. I ain't gonna tell you nothing outside of that.
Okay. Hold on, wait. Hold on, no. Let me give him the acid test.
No, I'm gone.
Let me give him the acid test. John 3:16. John 3:16.
God so loved the world.
What's that word world mean? What's that word world?
Huh?
What's that word world? Because it was written in Greek. What's the word world?
But guess what?
What's the word world? Ain't no, What's the word
so
world?
You have to live holy.
What's the word world mean?
Truth?
No. Guess what?
Well, hold on. What does the word holy mean?
When you think of the word world,
that means a peculiar people.
No, it means separate.
No. See?
Look.
You know what he's doing? Cause
he wasn't gonna get it anyway.
Come. But that's Jake. Jake was gonna come in, say what they gotta say, then leave right back out, man. You know? Now let's say, hypothetically think.
I took the most simplest motherfucking scripture out there,
Let's just say, let's so happily say, okay, this dude was right. Why would you come say what you gotta say to her and believe when scripture say, you know, you gotta warn the people. You're supposed to strive with, man. You're supposed to be merciful, man. You know, Jake come in, wanna say what they gotta say real quick and then hop right back out. You know? No, man, we're here to stand, man. If you come up with some bullshit, we gonna stand. We ain't gonna be like, all right, man, we finna go ahead and pack up and leave. No, man, we gonna stand here boldly, man. You know?
Because the thing is, like the brother and elder brothers bring out, our people ain't got no respect, man.
That's all, man. That's why we don't give the floor to people like that, man. Just come and bogart your way in like this is your show, man. No, man. You gonna wait your turn until you say you have a question.
It's Ecclesiastes. And then he only found that scripture because you had it highlighted in your
Right, man,
Bible.
because that's what Paul, rebuked Peter, He thought he was doing something, man.
He was foaming in the mouth like his daddy Esau. This is
but they read Acts all the way down.
All the way down.
Oh, bro, man.
Because sometimes you read further enough down to the scriptures that it answer it for you. So the answer.
That's why I was telling you, you ain't have to cut that off. Just read it all the way through. I know the point is at 28. Fuck him. Read it. When he gets to 28, it's go tell you.
And he still went over his head.
It still did, cause he's still stuck on the fucking. He's still stuck in the vision of the fucking sheep, and ain't broke down and been able to step away from the sheep into talking about a man. He get that pork chop off his head. Exactly. He was stuck on the pork chop. I'm going home. I got pork. Hey. Don't tell me I can't eat no pork chops. My bitch just made some pork chops and mashed potatoes and gravy and onions. And I bought them. I bought them.
Hey, he had a new fresh pack of cigarettes in his hand. What, you gonna go smoke the cigarettes and read the Bible, nigga?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the Lord ain't dealing with you. Because if the Lord was dealing with you, you wouldn't be smoking no fucking cigarettes.
Period. Off top.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas try to come up like, oh, I know something. Hey, the Lord ain't dealing with you, nigga. You still smoke cigarettes, you fucking demon.
Love is an action, motherfucker. You ain't showing that you love him enough to even put down something simple. How you gonna pick up something hard like these scriptures?
He said you're supposed to be living holy, but then we told him that okay, you gotta put the pork chops and cigarettes down, but we all fall short. But you just said we're supposed to be living holy, bro. Like man, they just
Pharisees, Sadducees, hypocrite.
Man, bro. Jake will be on point one saying, and then just go completely left field on another saying. Like, man.
I got this one. What's that? Niggas, Isaiah 10. The one gonna send them against a hypocritical nation. Right, get that.
That's okay. That's okay. His head was supposed to be hard. This motherfucking addict.
See, but Apostle Gabar always say you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, man.
That motherfucker ain't gonna do that, so fuck it.
So I mean, but if you know it's in the scripture, the Lord always say, but they will not hear me.
Hey,
you know how many times that's said in the Bible, but they will not hear me.
They won't hear you. They won't hear you because they won't hear me.
Then it says they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Hey, we just bring that where it says you resist the Holy Ghost.
You always resist
Yeah, you
the
always
Holy Ghost
resist
like your fathers.
man. Here we are, we telling you the words, man, but did that dude hear him? Like, oh man, what y'all saying is right.
It ain't no light in him, man. You know what I'm saying? He want to smoke cigarettes. He want just singing to us.
That's the second time coming back.
Most of them
No, bro, she want one of these brothers over here. Bro, she's singing.
Bro, and you know what? That's because
she want one of these. What are you brothers?
That's
Bro, she had her arm out the window.
Bro, that's
I was over there.
Because my woman's brother said that he got social media pages. And he said he's like hey y'all still on Grant? I was like no, we went to a different spot. He said because he said we was I seen some girls saying the men on the corner, a couple of them look kind of good. He told me that. Oh, he was like y'all got some fans out there. My woman's brother said to me, he said y'all still on the corner? I'm like yeah, most definitely. He said because I seen he seen on Facebook some women. He said a couple of girls I knew saying them men on the corner kind of look kind of good.
Presents and buy and go.
Hey, that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm going to say, if you looking good now, you're going to look like $1 trillion when this shit hit the fan.
Oh, $1 trillion. $1 trillion.
Hey, Zeal, come
buy and go, baby.
Come on, man. Get back into the word.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead. You want Isaiah 10 and what? 5 and 6. Read 5 first.
Look at Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. Yep. I will send him against a hypocritical nation.
Jacob, man, hypocritical nation. Jacob is in hypocrites, man. And that's why the Lord is going to send the so-called, the Assyrian represents the so-called white man. He going to send them against Jake, man, and they going to F up Jake, man. Like the March always say, they don't fuck you over. Fuck you over. Hey, you think they get fucked over down there in Houston? Then you wait till the Lord just release the beats, man. On these niggas, man. Revelations 12 and 12, man. You know, when the so-called white man rolled through here with his military, man. Like the book of Ezra say, he say sparing none.
Still spoiling.
But still spoiling and destroying. Hey, these Edomites, man, they gon' and these other nations, man, they gonna have their way with Jake, man. You know? Don't hit.
And
that was Satan, because we was going into some edification. You know what I'm saying? We was about to get real heavy. You know? Damn. Go ahead.
And against the people of my wrath.
So the Lord got wrath against us, man. The Lord got wrath against the children of Israel, man. Because they refused to hear children laden. Go back to Isaiah. Children laden with the iniquity.
She got lust demons on her, bro. Suck them on, man. She's singing to the brother Tazayah, man. It's like that curly hair shit. Yeah, over there. Oh, no, they got the buses out there. Go on, read.
Will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to trim them down?
See, the Lord gave the white man permission to fuck niggas over, man. Rightfully so, man. We just saw an example of that. Rightfully so. See, the evildoers that will not hear the law of the Lord, man, just will not hear. That motherfucker was just sitting there like, he went comatose till it was his turn to talk. That's what he just did, man. We sitting there reading all of that so this nigga can say, a hoof, but the hoof don't.
It's always a but. But no, but.
But he had on sandals though.
But.
Hey man, hey, Jake don't come up here to listen, they come to argue. They come to say, they come to show us that they read the Bible, but they don't know the Bible.
Don't read shit.
You can read the Bible every day, and if the Spirit ain't dwelling with you, then you don't understand it. Because people read the Bible like it's a novel. They don't look up words. They don't have the understanding because they don't go deep, man.
Yeah, and another thing, if not a man of the Lord teach you, when Philip jumped on the chariot, he said, you understand what thou readest? He said, hey, how much I know that's a man who will guide me. Yeah, not just any man, the man of the Lord, man. A man is true.
Hey, the Bible is translated from 2 whole other languages. You gotta look up shit, man. That's the bottom line. You gotta look shit up. That's why he couldn't answer when the brother asked him what is what does Gentile mean? He couldn't answer. The brother asked him what does holy mean? He couldn't answer.
He said peculiar.
Even when you go into the prologue of the Bible, when you read it, whoever wrote it, the scholar of King James, they said we have labored to interpret the Bible out of them languages, and they basically said excuse us because there's some places we fell short. Yeah. So you gotta go into what stuff means.
Exactly. You know that because once you read the scripture and then something up under it, it gives you like a little nugget sometimes. So if you're like reading something and a word I remember I was reading I can't think of what scripture, and I tried to look up the word and I couldn't find it, but I ended up finding it and it was right up under the scripture. It had the same word. So they look up the word and they give you that little nugget right there. It's just you gotta
sometimes they put the little word.
Yeah, they even have scriptures like precepts. Yeah. You know, little precepts to it. And you go to the precept, that links right up to it.
A prime example of that, where they said some things they have labored to interpret, but they have fallen short. Yeah. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. But then you go into that word plain, like glorious and like marvelous. Like, oh, you see, but when you read it at surface face value, yeah, exactly.
Normal man.
I got something quick. You have some more?
You better believe Jacob was the shit. This is our forefather. He's the father of the Israelites.
Bro, just natural.
Believe
had to have salt.
Jacob was the shit. It's hot in the pants today, man.
Back in the day, that shit was looking nice.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah. This Jeremiah chapter 15. Starting at the top. It said, then said Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Yep. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
Yeah, man, because, hey, the Lord, man, is not towards, and these people, man, is not towards the Lord, man. They don't get nothing about it. But what's going to happen to them, man? For not following the Lord, man. Go ahead.
It says, and it shall come to pass.
Somebody give me answers. Why they yet had liberty. You know what I'm saying?
If they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Because although people ain't listening to us now, people gonna be seeking us when that calamity start coming.
That's the spirit. We was just sitting up here talking about that, man. You know, we was just saying, man, they better hurry up, man, because the time is almost up, man.
Yeah, the doors of mercy. Well, we got getting the book of Ezra, man. Go ahead.
It says, And it shall, verse 2, and it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus said Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Death to death, sword to sword. All right, famine to famine. That's what's coming to America. He said from the captivity to the captivity in concentration camps. So when all this hell is breaking loose, hey, they gonna think about us men that's on this corner, man. Because we done taught and preached about this, man. And we basically, they call us crazies, conspiracy theorists, which is not a conspiracy. Hey, you see what's going on? Yeah, when they like that sign right there, people should be over here right now. Because you see all of them nuclear talk, the nuclear missile talk going on throughout the earth.
How crazy we sound now.
Yeah, how crazy we sound now.
And then another thing, they did a testing. I was watching the video. They said every conspiracy theory turned out to be true.
Yeah. Oh boy. Cause remember, everybody was trying to figure out. Okay, we know that you had the hologram, but y'all didn't know it was hologram at the time. Going to the Twin Towers of 9/11. Why did Building 7 come? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't hit by shit. But it was all, but now there's a problem with it. So you already got it. It ain't like you found out there was something wrong with it, and then you already got it wired with explosives to be able to pull it down.
No, either that or you probably trying to miss with that bitch, man. No. I'm just saying.
Look. When I was sitting here at 9/11, talking to a broad, trying to get my Mac on with the TV down, and it came, and the first building, it came down, and I was watching the second. It came down like that. I was like, hold on, baby, let me call you back. I'm trying to figure this out.
Like demolition.
Exactly.
Demolition.
That was like I couldn't connect it. But something in my mind was like, buildings don't come down like this.
Yeah, man. They Timothy McVeigh the building.
They set the explosives already up in place.
Exactly.
But nothing leaned over.
No. To pull a building down and make it build it on itself, you got to pull the fucking structural columns out.
Exactly.
But the stress points for that building, you got to pull those out, and then the building will collapse on itself. If you don't, if anything else, it's like chopping a tree. Whatever side you chop, that's where it's gonna fall to. Unless you got a rope on it, and when you chop it, when it gets to a certain point, they pull it from the opposite side to make it break off the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. But for all we know, Esau could have fucking took control of the plane remotely, and it couldn't even been no motherfucking terrorists on there. Oh man, you gotta believe, ain't nobody on the plane survived to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they recorded that shit.
Ain't nobody.
They recorded that shit. Oh, somebody's hijacked the plane. Oh my god. Ah! You know, they recorded that shit just like they do in the movie. They took over that plane remotely.
With no dumbass on there.
There probably wasn't even nobody on that motherfucker.
I don't believe it.
Hey, they showed you they had a missile that looked like a motherfucking plane. They had wings and everything. They got green screen. They could have made that shit look like a plane, man. That could have been a big ass remote control plane that Esau flew into the fucking building. A drone. Probably was. You know, you gotta know with this fucking devil, man. He's a goddamn liar, man.
This is Matthew 24. But as the days of Noah, so shall it also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, people not listening, going on about their day-to-day life, not listening to the prophets, making excuses. Yeah, same thing the way to actually rain. But this time it's gonna rain ICBM missiles, man, fire. People, well, it's gonna rain. Yeah, it's gonna rain fire, man. Fire and brimstone. The lake of fire. Read.
He says, for as in the days that were before the flood, there were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
Right, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. Same thing you see now, man.